Hey racing fans, thanks for taking time out of your day to check out the channel. On this episode I'll be showing you my wheel settings that I use for most of my games, and then we'll go into specifically F1 22. So right now we're on the Fanatec page for my DD Pro wheelbase, and we're looking at the wheelbase settings. Most important, I have my maximum steering angle set to very low, and that's because I want to do as little turning with my wheel as possible. If you set it to 360, it's more. And of course you can make some adjustments in the game as well, but just on the wheelbase, this is what I have. My overall force feedback strength is 100, and then on down the list, and if we go over to the steering wheel, again, I've got the maximum steering angle very low, and very important here, because of this McLaren GT3 wheel, you have the option of having, with this dial right here, you can have the clutch and handbrake, which is what I have activated, or you can have the brake and throttle. That's, again, so you can drive your vehicle without your feet. Okay, so now let's go over to the game. And if we go down to the settings, go over to control, edit, and we'll go to vibration and force feedback. We'll see what I have here. Of course, I have the force feedback on. Vibration and force feedback strength, I have it cranked all the way up. On track effects at 93, but I have the rumble strips only at 50, and the off track effects at 44. I don't like the feeling of being on the grass or the gravel. The wheel dampers at 35. Might be high for some people, but I do not like a loose wheel. So right now, if I spin the wheel, it's not bad, and it's still probably looser. It's still probably tighter than some people have. I've got my wheel rotation to 180. That's the minimum, again, because I want to do as little input as possible to make a turn. But for the supercars, I have it at 900, and I don't really play the supercars, drive the supercars in this much. That's what I have Gran Turismo for. That's just me though, not a big deal. So you'll see that when you go into the game, I like a steering wheel that's really, really stiff. I've noticed some of the F1 drivers using this wheel contraption in their off-season training to get the feel of their wheel, and I've never driven an F1 car, and I've heard that the steering is really, really tight. So I like that feeling anyway, whether I'm driving an F1 car or not. In these games, I definitely prefer a stiffer wheel. So that's why I have my wheel damper set at 35. So now if we go into the game itself, I'll try to show you while I'm driving here. Let's restart the lap. Let's restart the lap. And you can see here, I'm trying to move the wheel, and it doesn't move that much. It's really stiff. I don't know if you can hear that, me forcing it. And that's how I like it. I really would like to crank it all the way up. I don't like a loose wheel at all. And that's just me. So that's one of the things you can do to enhance your experience, if you like a loose wheel or not. And that's what my settings are about. Yeah. So of course, play around with the settings. If you like it loose, then get it as loose as you want. If you like it really, really stiff, you should try that. And maybe you haven't tried either way. You've only tried one way, and it's always good to find out, what's at the other end of the spectrum for you, because maybe it will help you get some better times. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Have fun, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments. Cheers.